North Harbour, featuring Phil Tuigamala, Kyle Nualatia, Viliami Fihaki, Karatai Williams-Paul, David Raikkonen, Josh York and Ben Poltridge, the speedster. They'll be looking to get the ball as quickly as possible to him. Reuben Wright, Dan Pryor, Tane Takalua, Tyler Lansdowne, Ben Berich, Rennie Ranger and Josh Brown, who last week started the Condor Sevens for Rotorua Boys High School, here for Northland today, and some good talent on their bench as well. Really looking around the traps today, the prevalence of sons or nephews of All Blacks or provincial representatives really is the next generation of stars on show.
Yeah, certainly. Well, we saw a lot of that last weekend, even more now, and it's great to see, as you say, Scotty, the next generation coming through.
So Raikkonen gets us underway, and a good restart too. Taken down, Pryor, and he's taken in the air, says the referee. Will have a yellow card. Not a great start for North Harbour, and a clumsy challenge from the kickoff. And Karatai Williams-Paul will spend 2 in the bin as Northland look to go on the attack. Happy just to hold the ball up, show some patience here. It's now with Josh Brown, and Josh Brown has picked up. Gets one out the back to Rennie Ranger. And Ben Berich. Good pass off the deck. Back to Brown, who looks busy in this game already. Side-to-side play from the Taniwha here. North Harbour easy to defend, but they've conceded the penalty. Pryor. And Northland again happy to set up attack. Here's Josh Brown, puts on a good step. Brown through the first line of defence, and then it got too congested for the offload. It still worked out for Northland, and then the knock-on comes from Berich. Advantage now for North Harbour. No one behind the ball, and the referee can see that. He'll award the scrum.
Well, Northland, for me, Scotty had a couple of opportunities. One real early in that movement to go to the numbers to the right. They chose not to, chose to straighten it, take it into contact, and I think missed an opportunity as Harbour have one man in the bin, only for another 30-odd seconds. There he is, Williams-Paul. So he'll be back into action very, very shortly, but North Harbour, well, they have potential possession of the ball from the set piece. Guaranteed possession now.
Free kick awarded, and Harbour come away with it. David Raikkonen calling around the players, and they come to his assistance now, but he won't need them. Raikkonen decides to take on the line, taken just short of the 10. Picked up and driven on by Josh York. York now with one to beat. Josh York, and he put a big right-hand swerve on. He goes under the bar.
Well, that's big for North Harbour, because they've done it with 6 men. They didn't even need the other 5. Josh York did it on his own in the end. Raikkonen, the initial line break. And Josh York, no shortage of pace, this bloke. Look at that, saw the gap, beat the defender, had the sweeper coming, stepped around him, or inside him, I should say.
Well, I've seen a little bit of Josh York, member of the ITM Cup, East Coast Bays player, and also New Zealand Sevens trialist in the wider squad for Gordon Titchens. And as you mentioned, that's a great start considering they were only had 6 players on the field.
Back to 7 now, so they got their full complement.
Raikkonen, that will be too short. Free kick for Northland on the halfway dot. Oh, the circumnavigation of Josh York. It's gone right around the outside for that try. Impressive stuff. Takalua now happy to set play. Pryor busting tackles, gets the ball back. Here's Lansdowne, the playmaker in midfield. Takalua over the top of Ranger. Brown. Ranger needed to stay with him. Brown trying to get around the outside. Josh Brown has support, and Rennie Ranger has the juggle, but they get one back.
Oh, strike right back to Northland. Josh Brown on the outside. Had a go on at his marker, Poltridge, and won the battle. And then good support, good numbers and support on the inside too. Rennie Ranger was the man their ball eventually came to. Look at that on the outside. Worked hard, Josh Brown. Then inside step and good numbers and support. Look, 1, 2. They only needed the one, and his name was Rennie Ranger.
Well, he's normally the starter of moves is Rennie Ranger on that occasion in support. And that man on screen there, Brown, did all the hard work. Tremendous acceleration over that first 5 metres to get on the outside of his marker. And Sumo, Rene Ranger, he'll have the gloves on next week. Good charity event as well.
The Fight for Life. Pay-per-view on Sky Arena. $39.95. Tell you what, that is a night's worth of entertainment. Rugby on League. Hickur Elliott, Willie Mason, Paul Gallen, Eric Murray, Manu Vatuvei. And Dan Pryor got enough on it, knocked into touch.
Hold on, guys.
Great lineup.
Knocked it on first.
For the Woodstock Honey Fight for Life.
What's forward, guys?
Yeah, it was knocked forward, so it's a scrum.
Just remembering here, the rules in ITM Cup allow for the line-out to be taken, but those trial rules do not apply in sevens. So
Crouch.
if you're confused at home about that ruling,
Pause. Engage.
we're slightly less confused than you.
Feed, guys. It's terrible.
Free kick, ball straight under the bag. Takalua having to deal with some refereeing pedantry. Finally gets back underway. Ruben Wright happy to offload to Lansdowne. Now Ranger again. Tried to put the step on. And a ball out the back from him to Brown. Brown has looked very good. Berich
Release!
taken down in a big North Harbour sandwich. And the referee provides the toothpick. Shot attempted by Ruben Wright. Ruben Wright, the helicopter pilot from Northland. Pretty surprised to be in the team by all accounts. Now North Harbour with a chance out wide. Fihaki, he'll get taken down, 15 short of the line. And illegal play from Rene Ranger, wasn't involved in the tackle.
No, just taking up space, Rene Ranger. And he's not happy about it, but you're never going to win that battle, Rene. And this is easy in the end. Fihaki, the big man, he had momentum because he had the Northland defence backpedaling. Just the quick tap and go and the big fella's in.
You know, that's a terrible team play from your veteran. You've got a former All Black, a former New Zealand Sevens representative. You give away a penalty 10 metres out, then you back chat. That's directly led to this try. That's a terrible team play.
Can't argue with that, Scotty. Spot on.
Tournaments like this, when the average age of this Northland side is 21, you need your senior blokes to stand up. Here it is.
When you're ready, boys.
Rene Ranger trying to teach the referee, and the referee not interested.
I think he said, you want to fight?
I wouldn't have marched at 10. Dan Pryor. Berich now trying to get on the outside. They shut that down well. Slapped into touch. That's a penalty, surely. You can't just slap the ball into touch. Referee blows half-time. I'm not going to tell the referee that. He'll march me 10.
Oh, 12-7, ding-dong. This battle.
Well, already one game in, you can see there's some fatigue in both of these sides. It's only a 20-minute turnaround between games.
It's challenging.
Cracks and wins to go work off the ball. They're a bit tired, people posting up on the wings. Guys, work hard off the ball, create some options. Okay, defensively, keep our line. Okay, we've got to move as a unit. I think we're overcommitting as well when we're drifting. Okay, hold your line, wait for that pass to go. Don't rush in too much because we're putting too much numbers and it's only 2 on 3. Let's go, boys. Hold the line, push up and out.
Phil Tuigamala doing the talking there for North Harbour. Of course, their coach, Scotty Pearce, former North Harbour, former New Zealand Sevens rep. I'll tell you what, he doesn't mind having a yarn either. He's pretty good at chewing your ear off.
Good man, Scotty Pearce. Spends a lot of his time in Japan. Loves coming home. Spinning a yarn, as you said, Willie. Peter Knock, the coach of Northland. His son Sam Knock, star in schoolboy rugby this year for St Kinnigan College. Pakuranga. Knocky's then another Northlander slip out of the nest. Kicked away by Takalua. Deep restart, relatively speaking. David Raikkonen now finds himself with a touch of space. Gets the fend working as well, and Warren Dunn, who let him go, and a ball on the outside. And a real chance now for Harbour through Ben Poltridge. Poltridge gets hit from behind. Dunn came back to clean up his earlier mistake. Here's York. Already one try for him today. And there are numbers wide for Harbour. Just need to use them. Fihaki. And he goes in for a double.
Well, that's great. Harbour wide left. The breakdown. The left-hand touchline was Ben Poltridge. He's got a bit of pace. And York got the ball bordered across. And always numbers. Fihaki just had to step. He's a big man.
How many times do we say it over the Sevens tournament? You score just before the break and then straight after. And it was the same man, the man from Mahurangi, Fihaki. But the work for me, though, Sumo, was done by David Raikuna. He's the man that created the space to get Poltridge on the outside. And then the rest is 5 points.
That's right. Well, he put the slap on Warren Dunn. And that just opened them up down the left. And then Poltrin paid the price because Dunn got angry and came over and King Konged him. And not enough. Some weak defence wide as well. You have to say, when you're giving the guy the angle like that, your only option is to go low. Try to take him over the line. Tuigamala gets us underway. Berich gets through the first line of defence. Raikkonen and York not up to the task. And a good run too from Berich. Northland Academy man out of the Midwestern club. Here's Takalua, captain the Northland side at Nationals last year. ITM Cup player this year, and he's held on to the ball. So Harbour now with a chance to get back into the Northland half. Tuigamala sets play. Raikkonen once more. A danger man. Too wide. And that ball drifts forward on the bounce. Dennis Billy Gaitao chased it up and holding on for Harbour this time. Lansdowne with a change of direction. Now to Wetton, New Zealand Sevens trialist. Inside ball comes off Harbour. Ball still in play. Takalua back to Lansdowne. He loses it. And we'll have a scrum.
A little messy. A little messy. I'll settle it down by going to the set piece here.
Tane Takalua, the meat worker.
Is he a back or forward? He's a back, cool.
He's 21 years of age.
Here's the mark, boys.
Nickname top 10. Good nickname.
Crouch.
Why? It's always a good question.
Hard to say.
Top 10 campground, maybe? Oh, is the pitch a 10? I don't know.
Play continues through Dunn. Dunn got the ball away to Lansdowne, and Lansdowne taken down from behind. And now a chance for Tuigamala. A stocky player. And
10, come here.
the referee has seen another infringement worthy of a card in his opinion.
A little early, the tackle. That's the judgment. Don't know if it deserved a yellow card because he's been their busiest player for Northland has Ben Berich, so he'll get a spell. And Harbour take the easy yards.
Yeah, I thought this was marginable too. Look, he's there early, but he had to make the tackle, didn't he? Bit harsh for 2 minutes in the naughty chair.
I guess in the referee's mind, the counter-attack was on. Had the ball gone to hand, he'd had a chance to run. Maybe a try, but...
Release him!
Crikey. It's a fine line in the game of sevens. Takalua poaching one. And Northland somehow managed to hold on. No, they don't. The ball's been lost forward. Surely a hint of an early tackle there as well. Back in. Now Harbour running at will, and they won't drag him in. And this will be another try to North Harbour. Oh, they will drag him in. That is great defence. A slight knock on at the end of it. But William Wetton, I thought for all money, he had been burned.
Yeah, certainly. So did I. This is good determination and defence from Wetton, and then just couldn't control the ball. Did it well. Look, got onto his feet, released the player, and then had a crack at the ball and just lost control of it.
Your lungs a bit tight.
Just talking with his father earlier on too, fellas. Gary Wetton, former All Black captain, he's here. says that his son's really enjoying the environment of being up north, of course, having played for them in the ITM Cup. Just showed a tremendous turn of pace. I thought he was gone as well.
Well, he's listed his occupation today as recreational fisherman, so it's no surprise he's enjoying Northland.
There's no money in that, mate. There's no money in being a recreational fisherman. I don't know if that can be deemed an occupation.
Unless you're selling on the black market. And there is the wet and FAUONO. Looking on.
Let's go, guys.
Wouldn't be the first Northlander to sell Kai Moana on the black market.
Pause. Engage.
Fed by Little. And Tuigamala with a quick ball wide. Raikkonen decided to have a stop and then a turn, showing every dance move in his arsenal, then throws the ball to William Wetton, who read that so well.
Release them!
Now Northland have an advantage to play under. Lansdowne cuts back in field. Harbour's second line of defence has been good today. And this time their first is found wanting. Ball popped up. And this is great continuity play from Northland. Tenana got the ball away. On the outside is Brown. Brown steps again off the right. Josh Brown. Oh, Josh Brown, you have made them look stupid. What a try, Josh Brown.
Still going. He hasn't finished. It doesn't even look like he's breathing hard. That's ridiculous, Josh Brown. Ridiculously impressive. Wow.
Oh, the 18-year-old Rotorua Boys High School. He was in the Condors tournament we broadcast last week on Sky. Look at that. Raikkonen is such a difficult man to beat. And you're dead right. He didn't make him look silly. His nickname's Camo. A little bit different to the guy we work with, Pace.
The youngest man in this Northland side at just 18. Was out injured. Couldn't play first 15 for Rotorua this year. Return for the Condors. What a try.
Well, he set up a cracking finish here. Harbour don't want to muck around with it.
Backwards.
You've won the game, fellas. There you go. Someone's finally realised it.
Kicked into touch. Karatai Williams' ball brings proceedings to a close. North Harbour get their second win of the day, 17-14. And Josh Brown, the star for Northland in this one, but a losing effort.
I had to work hard, Harbour, but the victory all the same. Wasn't the most spectacular game of sevens, but a contest. A good contest too. It was.
Let's head down to the field with Willie Lorsay.
Thanks, Scotty. Yeah, here with David Raikkonen. David, good first win. You be pleased with that?
Yeah, we needed to work on some stuff there, but played the first game a bit messy, but then
counties were quite good and close.
Yeah, they're a more physical team. We need to use the ball more. We've got a lot of pace in our team, so hopefully over the next two games we can use the ball more, get it wide, and use our speedsters.
Good luck for the next game. Thanks.
Thank you.
The next match up here is Northland. There is their starting seven. Pryor, Woodman, Tukalua, Lansdowne, Edwards, Ranger and Brown. Keep an eye on number 12, Josh Brown. Scored one of the tries of the tournament so far. And there are the Auckland Barbarians, Lam, Helu, Tuatoa, Soko, Aki, Finau and Safata. With me, former New Zealand Sevens captain Carl Tadana. And Carl, there's a man, Waisaki Satutu, the coach of the Auckland Barbars. They were on the field 15 minutes ago. What impact is that going to have on the fatigue?
Yeah, it is going to be tough for them there, Willie. They had a tough game. But when it comes down to these seven tournaments, sometimes you've got those quick turnarounds. It's all about the mental part of it. And I'm sure that's what Waisaki Satutu will be saying to them now.
Well, they lost earlier to Waikato. And Northland also been beaten by North Harbour in their first match by 17 points to 14. Referee for this match, Michael Winter. Aki, the captain for Auckland, gets us underway. Good restart as well, giving his jumpers plenty of time to get up there and compete. Taken in by Pryor for Northland in the traditional blue jerseys. Possibility of a knock-on, but the referee says a play on. Scrappy start from both teams. Now the ball finally goes into the hands of Savia. Savata Savia Pakuranga puts the kick forward, the push there, and Northland may get a penalty and will.
Push. Over there, yeah, go.
Glorious conditions here in West Auckland. Waitemata Rugby Club. This is Brown. He has got class, this young man. They show the go, the turn, and then looks for support. Good defensive line from Auckland as well. The umbrella defence pushing up from the inside. Now they look to push it wide. Numbers out. Pryor has another player on the support but loses the ball forward, and this is where Auckland are so dangerous. Keep an eye out for Dui Soko because he's going to run and score. Dui Soko, the 19-year-old. What a start.
Well, unfortunate there for Pryor and Northland. We're looking likely, but just the turnover, and you can't have this in front of your own 22. You see him here, makes the break, just gets the ball knocked away from him, and just watch Dui Soko just take off him. There was no way he's going to be caught.
Easy try to get their game underway, as Carlton alluded to. Turn the ball over inside your own quarter and you pay the price. And that's at 7-0. Dan Pryor, of course, a fabulous player. Northland in the ITM Cup time, normally an open side flanker, great at the tackle ball area. It's an uncharacteristic error from a quality player.
Dui Soko, ex-Cowston Boys High School student.
Blue.
As the team that scores kicks off, and so unable to get the ball back to work. Auckland Barbarians.
Injury out the back. Let's go.
Ken, sunny conditions, that wind, is that playing a factor? Is it favouring any team at all?
No, the weather is very good. As everyone can see, we've seen plenty of ball movement, and the games have been closely contested. And we've talked about throughout our coverage of National Series 7 so far and the Condors last week. Just what a pathway and what an opportunity this is for players probably on the outside of the Super 15 at this point. I can find a different pathway.
Tyler Edwards, the man just getting a bit of attention there, the 19-year-old man from Wellsford, plays his club rugby for Wellsford from Rodney College. Big scrum there from Auckland, wheeling it around. And now Northland looking to try and score their first 5 points. Takulua. And there's the man that was injured just moments ago, was Edwards. Pryor with the backhand. Finally, Northland able to get into the Auckland Barbarian half. And this is a good break as well. Just a sweeper to beat. Good tackle coming in from Dui Soko. Pryor is there. Ball's lost forward, and now the Barbars look to counter-attack. Players out to the right, that's where they need to push it. The show and the go. Has he got enough pace? Finau on Ranger. Ranger comes across and makes the tackle.
That's an occurrence of a missed pass from Dan Pryor once again, just not holding the ball in the right situation. Unfortunately, I think there seems to be an injury for the number 8, Tyler Edwards, but just watch RENE. Ranger always had the angle on the number 8 for the Barbars. Finau just shoving some unceremoniously over the sideline.
0800 759 758 for RENE Rangers fight for life next week.
Yeah, looking forward to that as well. What a night of entertainment that's going to be. Broadcast live on Sky. This is a man we've seen a little bit of last week, Josh Brown. The 18-year-old man they call nicknamed Camo. I'll tell you what, he has got some serious pace. Terrific to see. Caught on to clear out there, and he hasn't done, and Auckland have gone over the top. They've lost their feet, though, so a penalty here to Northland.
2 metres.
Brown. Great awareness, and now he gets it wide. Plenty of Northland players out to the right, and that's where they transfer the ball. Pryor, they'll send the ball out this time instead of holding on to it. Troy Woodman on a foot race, and he's going to win. Dui Soko comes across. Woodman on Dui Soko. What a tackle. That's marvellous defence. Smaller man on big man.
Well, that's how you do play the sweeper roll, Willie. As they go quickly here, the Barbars.
Lambs throws that ball, and that could be a scrum to Northland, and it's going to be.
Just watch the sweeper roll here. He's flying down the side, and as you said, a big man on a smaller man just lowers his shoulder. And that's textbook.
Sort of tackle that needed to be put on Tuilangi last week at Twickenham. That's what happens if you go in with a determined effort. Dui Soko threw himself in front of a bigger opponent. That's a great defensive play from Dui Soko, one of the smaller players on the park.
Well, it's an easy equation here for Northland. Get the ball out of the scrum quickly to number 11, sitting in midfield. Doesn't take a smart man to figure that out. Rene, range of danger. There you go, son.
And the 24-year-old, also All Black national sevens player, plenty of experience as well.
Engage.
First things first, and that's a scrum. Lovely awareness, pick up and try. He will have too much pace on this occasion. Tukulua, the meat worker from Northland, scores their first try.
Yeah, well, it's always tough to defend that far side because the opposite halfback's on the other side, so he has to take the long way around. And if you get a good hook, it's easy for the opposing halfback. Just see there how Auckland had their left side up. You need to keep it square or go the other way. They couldn't. And that's an easy try for the Taniwha.
Unsuccessful with the kick. And a couple of stats we've got here, Carl. Tackles made for Auckland 3, Northland 2. But look at passes completed. Northland have had 13 to Auckland's 2.
Yes, indeed, all time in possession. They've done well at the kickoff and the restarts here from Northland. That's been the secret. Auckland Barbarians' only try, is from a turnover from the Northland mistake. So really dominant here, the Taniwha.
Tukulua, the try scorer there. Restarts 7-5 to the Auckland Barbarians in the traditional blue and white strip. And look at this good ball movement inside their own 22. Just good patience and awareness, and then the acceleration from Aki. Beautiful awareness of where they are. Finally, they make it into Northland's half. And now it's back out to Aki again. Plenty of Auckland jerseys there in support. Aki, for my Aki, one to beat. Well, he could have given that. Turnover will occur and Northland get a chance now to go 95 metres.
Tackle release. Northland number 1, not release. Go where you are.
Well, guilty of holding on to the ball. Auckland should be able to score here and will. Great try to Desmond Howell.
Once again, off a mistake from Northland, they get their second try. As the hooter was sounding, was never going to pass it. Great body position, very low, and Howell goes over.
Yeah, sorry, Desmond Helu. Can't read my own writing. Let's listen in to see what the coaches have to say at half-time. Moisakis Tutu.
Just remember, if we get beaten on the outside, keep pushing on the inside, so you got sweepers inside the shoulder, okay? Hey, good work there. It's good defense over there. Good hearty stuff. But like I said before, we're not playing sensible rugby. Yeah, that decision, that's up to you. Hey boys, and our defense, give them the outside. Who cares if they got Rene and Ranger? Who gives a damn about who's in their team? Yeah. Give them the outside, trust in our team. We buckered them, we smashed them, beat them up. Step it up, step it up. Let's go. Step among our tight boys. Get the take. Instead of going close to him like this, hold the space. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Some strong words in the huddle there from the Auckland Barbarians for number 5. Siose Tuatau played a number of years for Counties Manukau, very experienced, saying don't worry about who they've got in their team, you just back your defence. And that's what they're doing, they're playing well, living off mistakes. I'll give them that, but once they get the ball in possession, they've got the players.
Well, he played for Northland last year at the Nationals down in Queenstown as well. That's Siose Tuatau, so he knows plenty about them. There is your try score. We're underway in the second 7 minutes of this game between Northland playing left to right against the Barbars.
Not 10 metres.
Not 10 metres, and so the first mistake. Here's Lamb for Auckland. Let's see if they did hear what the captain and also their coach Tutu had to say about making a decision, being positive, taking the ball up, going into contact, but doing the right things. Vaka, turnover.
Hands.
Aki, the captain now. Gets it wide. This is Vaka. Tries to milk the penalty with Rene Ranger possibly not being back the 10 metres. Siose Tuatau. Players out wide, and that is Lamb. Lamb scores Auckland's third.
Well, tries either side of the half or Kiwia. That's what Northland have allowed the Auckland Barbarians to do. Now they just stretched it out to a 12-point lead with a conversion to come, but once again, just playing quick. Off the indiscretions from Northland. Great bust there from Tuatau. In the vision, just using all the experience.
Interesting, that graphic we showed you at half-time. The Auckland Barbarians only 32% of the ball, so it's less than a third of the time they've had the football. They lead 17-5, 19-5 now with a good conversion. So as you say, having the ball is one thing, what you do with it is another. Much more effective with the ball, the Auckland Barbarian team.
You talk about that short turnaround from the Auckland Barbarians team. Sometimes, as in the case here, you don't need that warm-up. You're still in that game mode. You don't warm down, so it just becomes a mental thing, and it looks like it really has suited them today in the second game, Willie.
Well, you can see the glorious conditions here in West Auckland as the ball goes backwards. So advantage to Auckland. This is Lamb, the try scorer. Lamb looking to try and get on the outside. The pass was, well, it's their 50-50 pass, and I suppose does it just come with experience?
Yes, indeed. And he just needed a pull out there, didn't need to take it.
Number 3, take a step, please.
Over the sideline, that's all he had, Tane Lamb.
Thanks.
As he had a number of players out to the right-hand side, just, as you said, a lack of experience there, Willie.
Well, the man that plays for Suburbs, of course, his two brothers were in action last week in the Condor Sevens, Dylan and Brody Lamb.
Hold there.
Dui Soko. Set piece so crucial in the game of sevens. Backwards and so possession there for Northland inside their own half. Good recovery from Wright. He snapped up the opportunity to dive on the ball. Now they come down the close side, looking for support, and Willie Wetton's there. Big William Wetton, he was impressive in their first game against North Harbour. Pryor is there, as he always is. Now Northland look to use the space and the ball to Ranger. Two players out to the left. The dummy, the show, and the go from Dunn. Now this is Brown, Josh Brown. The dancing feet of Josh Brown. You see them closing the gap because they know how dangerous he is with ball in hand. Dunn gets support from Wright.
Geez, I think this might be a red here for the number 11 for the Barbars.
You've still hit him in the head.
It's definitely a card.
Hit him in the head. Dangerous.
Only a yellow, thank goodness.
2 metres. It's still dangerous. Still hit him in the
Lua
head.
Falealo from Waitemata. He was going down in the process. Geez, that's dangerous and high and reckless.
They didn't miss one, too. Here go Northland.
Can they cash in here? 7-on-6 Ranger. Calls in Pryor on the angled run. Pryor now looks wide. Feeds it out to Wetton. William Wetton reaching out just 2 metres short, passes the ball in field. That's been knocked forward. Good scrambling defence from the Barbars.
Yeah, their defence has been brilliant. The last minute or so, just watch it here. Once again, down low on a big man. It's textbook stuff. And again, just numbers getting back to a towel. Desperate stuff.
He could have reached out there. He was so close to the try line. Big man is William Wetton, the son of Gary, playing his rugby in Mid-Northern. Of course, a member of the ITM Cup side this year as well. There he is, the proud dad.
Just getting a replacement here for the Auckland Barbarians. But Northland now really do need a strike quickly. They're going to have any chance in this game.
Well, they need 2 tries to get back in this match. And remember, it is 7-on-6 at the moment. Lua Falealo. Simon Lua Falealo for the Barbarians is the man in the naughty chair.
Crouch.
Waitemata representative.
Touch. Pause. Engage. Stay.
Good solid scrum from the Barbars. Dui Soko goes down. Ranger is there. 1-on-1. Now he pulls out and looks for some support. That's been knocked. Well, Josh Brown is there. And Brown should be too fast. And he will score. Wow, the pass from Auckland. Dui Soko. And Brown cashes in.
Yeah, this guy's looked good, hasn't he, Brown? For Northland, both of their games. But Dui Soko, he did so well off the scrum. Down that sideline, did everything. Pulled out well, just hit the wrong man. Could see him straight away and he let that ball go. Then he knew it was the wrong option. Now we've got a photo finish. Here come the Taniwha.
Yeah, that was the lowest percentage option. They had 2 support players close.
White.
And that was crucial too because they needed the kick-off. Advantage is over as Sefo goes up the blind side. Ranger is there. Sefo now. The option of taking the ball into contact. Connor Another new man onto the field. This is better from the Barbars as they spin it wide. Aki looking for support.
Tackle release.
Ball is out. Soko looking to try and make up for the mistake. And he's lost the ball forward again.
I think they got away with one because Aki had a three-man overlap and he needed to give it. He took it into contact. Just the basics done well. I know it's hard when you're invitational team you're thrown together at the last minute, but that was the game there, and then you've got to take their opportunities. And now Northland hard on the back of some good defence, get an opportunity with a minute left, Willie.
Well, they need a converted try to draw the match. They're in possession of the ball. 50% of the job is done. Scrum first. Good set piece. Pressure coming in from Soko and his pinch ball. Now the Barbars looking to try and control it for the last 45 seconds.
No.
Sefo. There's the clean out. Pryor is there and may get possession, but he won't. Soko reaches out. The captain is there. Tuatoa. And he's held on. No, he hasn't.
No, you've got to straight down. You haven't supported your own body weight.
Not supporting your own body weight, as you heard from the referee. Well, the Barbars will play it out here. Sefo. Big and strong is Junior Sefo. Turnover. Northland have to go 98 metres. He's played well, has Wetton. Now he taps. He's got to give it to Ranger. Well, he finds Pryor instead. Dan Pryor just comes out of his own 22. This is better play from Northland. Ranger is there. And he should have, well, he's got one to beat Ranger. Ball in one hand. Defend, and then the pass. And they're going to draw it. Well, kick to come. Just showing the wonderful awareness and the skills from Northland. Warren Dunn scores. Kick to come.
Well, there's no substitute for class, and we throw it around sometimes with abandonment, but this is what the number 11 on screen has got. Just watch him here. This is from deep within his 22. Ball in one hand, has the speed, and watch that bump. Get out of there, son, and just watch that pass. See the defence come across, falls into the hands of Warren Dunn, and that's what you want. And when the game's on their line, your big boys to come to the game.
19 all. They waited, they saved their best for last at Northland. Conversion was good. Full-time Auckland Barbarians and Northland 19 all.
What a great finish for a pretty exciting game. Great work there by the man on screen. Rene Ranger just at the death.
Well, the great thing about this tournament, in fact, it's been fantastic over the last 3 weeks of the coverage. We've been bringing you who wears jersey number 2. Their playmaker is Caleb Brown in 11. And the pace, extreme pace, from Renata Roberts-Tanana in jersey 20. Northland, they've had a mixed day. A good start with Wright, Pryor and Wetton. Rene Ranger is there. And young 18-year-old Josh Brown played for Rotorua Boys just a week ago at the Condor Sevens. He's had a busy fortnight as Renata Roberts-Tanana. He's our referee, Hamish Walker, and alongside me, former All Black Richard Turner. Pod, really looking forward to this.
Yeah, have big prize on this too. Willie, trip to Queenstown for the winner, and the loser does not go. So this is what these qualifiers are all about. 6 teams from the Northern Region qualifiers will go. This is teams 6 and 7 playing here. Obviously the Barbarians, Auckland Barbarians, are fill inside, so they're not eligible. So Willie, you've got to win this one if you want to go to Queenstown for the Nationals, so that's good motivation.
Ken Laban, you've been there a few times as well. Not a bad spot to be in January.
Yes, exactly. And of course, looking at the bigger picture, if you get to Nationals, it's a step further up the run, qualifying after regionals. So from a team point of view, it's proud for your province to be represented at Queenstown. From an individual point of view, puts you in that good space for potentially going further in the game.
Willie, you're already one hot dog down to me today. I'll give you first choice.
I'm going Northland. I can't see them not getting through to the Nationals. It means too much to them.
Righto, let's go the Swamp Boxers.
The men's bowl final, a spot in Queenstown, is up for grabs here between Northland in the blue and Thames Valley in the traditional yellow Swamp Foxes number. Here's Renata Roberts-Tanana. Nice pass up to Easton. Easton with the fend, the pace, and Easton's going to score. What a start.
Oh, how about that? The Swamp Foxes into their work straight away. Roberts-Tanana was the playmaker initially. Got it to Lance Easton, and look, I didn't think there was much on. The Northland defence held off him, kept holding off him. There's Tanana, he made the initial break. And Easton running onto the ball, just shows and goes, turns Wetton around, and that was a key, and then goes around Ranger, the sweeper. Just wonderful start.
Yeah, we've been impressed with Roberts Tanana from his first touch in the morning's play. Very, very skillful. He set this up, and then Easton with the class to finish the job, and Rene Ranger coming close at the end.
Well, not too many people can do that to Rene Ranger. Well, that's the perfect start for Thames Valley. Lost earlier to Auckland by 10 points. Now the all-important kickoff. That's a lovely weighted kick as well from Brown. Players are up, Pryor's knocked it forward, and so scrum here to Thames Valley.
It's an opportunity for Thames Valley to immediately regain possession of the ball.
Well, you look at this Northland side, Reuben Wright, the 22-year-old helicopter pilot, 23-year-old Dan Pryor, seems like he's been around for so long. And of course, the youth of William Wetton, so that makes up the front row for Northland. Brown. Roberts Tanana. Now they push it wide. Fisher. Here's the try scorer coming back on the cap. Better tackle this on this occasion from Rene Ranger. Goes through and is able to actually scrag Tanana. Good patience, though, shown by Thames Valley. Just happy to just move the ball one side and the other. I've been impressed with this guy, Blake Hill, today. And he spotted their playmaker in Brown. Brown now on Brown. Caleb Brown for Thames Valley and Josh Brown for Northland. Well, guilty of holding on to the ball. And that's a player I'd love to see that get ball in hand with a bit of space, as well as 18-year-old Josh Brown. Northland down through their big forwards. Wetton. Pryor is there. And this is where he releases Dan Pryor. Well, that pass a little bit high, but thankfully they're able to still keep it in hand, and now they push it wide. This is the man I was talking about, Josh Brown. Well, it's the two youngsters that were at the Condor Sevens last week, and Roberts Tanana and Josh Brown. Now it's out to Ranger. Ranger with one to beat. Rene Ranger. The offload. This could be the first try, but the ball's gone forward.
Our first possession of the ball for Northland. Made very good use of it. Rene Ranger's obviously the key to Northland's success. Showing White, showed a bit of pace, plenty of power, and his ability to offload in the tackle, Willie.
Well, what a fortnight it's been for the two youngsters out there, representing their school one week, and here they are on the big stage. As Brown feeds it, Roberts Tanana. Easton, now he gets it wide. This is a good play from Tuivalva. And guilty of holding on to the ball. Northland now in possession through Brown. Pryor to Wetton. Wright. Reuben Wright. Wetton on the loop. Oh, just sizing up his options, and then he just goes the straight angle. Good power and strength shown from William Wetton to get inside the 22. The clear out is good. Now they push it wide. Brown. Brown has players out to his left, but opts to step once, twice, and he's going to score. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, nothing on, really, Northland. They were in a man-on-man situation with the Thames Valley defenders, but the ball was in the hands of one of the best we've seen today. He's been very impressive all afternoon. Showing his wares again, Brown.
Yeah, Wetton with the power and the patience to hold up the defence and then take it into contact. And then Josh Brown with the footwork and agility to get rid of two defenders. Look at this, the big left foot step on the inside. Another left foot step, take out two defenders. Brilliant finish from a young kid.
You've been covering the First 15 rugby on the Rugby Channel this year, Ken, and so I suppose you've seen quite a bit of the superstars that we're lucky enough to see here.
Yeah, and a number of outstanding kids who are not here as well. Just shows the transition, particularly from secondary school sevens to the big stage, is a very smooth one for some players.
As Brown gets it now to Hill. He works hard, does Blake Hill. One way and then the other is Roberts Tanana. He's not afraid to show some gas and show his skills as well. On the outside to Ivor. There's the try scorer and a big hit coming in from Ranger as well. Big hit, that should be the turnover. He's done magnificently as Rene Ranger. Northland now with possession. Takulua. That needed to go to hands, and here comes Tanana. Roberts Tanana. He's got pace and he should be able to get there. Was he impeded? No, says the referee. Well, yes, he does.
Well, he's got to go to the bin, surely.
William Wetton, he wouldn't have had the pace to stay with Renato Roberts Tanana. And he's cost his team too, because he's got 2 minutes in the Naughty Boys chair.
So half of that in the first half, half of it in the second half. Look at that. Knew he was going to be beaten for pace. Just says, go away.
And now back here's Hill. Stepping and driving is Lorich. Lorich now reaching out, just short.
Lost forward, guys.
And scrum time for Northland.
Oh, he just got desperate. Jason Lorich grounded it short and just tried to push it forward. Well, not too far away. The first tackle wasn't held, so he did well to get back to his feet. The stretch was too short, and he goes, oh, I'll try again.
Tane Takulua, a 21-year-old meat worker. With a lovely, with a great tackle. And there is the sin bin with William Wetton.
Touch.
He was okay trying to run the player off his line. It's just that little nudge at the end. Cost him a couple of minutes in the chair.
Well, they'll be happy to go to the break. All Northland, all tied up here, 7 apiece. As Ranger now looks to try and break out from his own 22. Pryor is there. Pryor on Brown. Hasn't got the pace and he's gone into touch.
Half time.
Oh, good tussle. Very good tussle, Willie. 5 all at the break. Northland a man down. Thames Valley the good start. Northland bounce back. So, as we said, plenty to play for it. And this one indicated in the closeness and the tenseness in this battle.
Cometh the moment, cometh the man. And so that man on screen, I'm sure that Northland will be asking a lot in the next 7 minutes from Rene Ranger.
First thing, fellas, just on D, you've got a lot of steppers, so our inside's got to have your man. Okay, hold a little bit of depth so you can jump forward.
We've got to stop fucking around, bro. We're dancing with the ball, man. Someone take it, run hard, stretch them.
So when we've got it, take it forward, use some good
And I
width.
hope you can stay with us because 4:30 it is the women's final, the cup final, Auckland against Waikato, and then Waikato, the men's team that upset Auckland earlier on today. They will be taking on unbeaten North Harbour at around 5 to 5.
Let's go. Come on,
Plenty of anxiety, plenty of anxiety in both huddles. Willie, again, just an indication. Might be the bottom prize, but it's a prize all the same.
That trip to Queenstown, of course, being brought to you by On Sky. Oh, Rene Ranger, you might be thinking about that, maybe that boxing bout next week, Ken.
He will be 0800 759 758 as well. Rene Ranger on the Fight for Life. If you want to order that, of course, live and exclusive on Sky.
We're underway. More important things that come to mind as Rene Ranger picks up the kickoff. Still only 6 men on the field because, of course, Wetton is in the bin prior. Now they look to push it wide. Lansdowne's on, so they've made a few changes. This is Josh Brown. Brown, he's got electric pace. That's Josh Brown, the step. Good tackle, but on the inside, Caden Tanana and the young Māori colt. What a first touch for the young man. Inside line, beautiful pass from Brown. And Northland, just like that, score their second try.
A wonderful read, Willie, from Caden Tanana. He knew that Brown would either go, or if he's held up, he'd get some ball. He came from depth, and he came with pace. And the pace was what beat them.
I'm sitting next to his very proud uncle, who did that 113 times in the New Zealand jersey, Carl Tanana. Very proud of his nephew, Caden. All the pace and all the confidence to go on the outside and get a very important try at this stage of the contest.
Well, that all came from the kickoff as well. Thames Valley couldn't claim it. Rene Ranger took it. They went down the left-hand flank. Beautifully executed by Tanana.
He's got a son and a nephew out there, Carl. He's a bit torn.
Play on, went back off blue.
I'm sure he'd love to see his son Renato Roberts-Tanana go 90 metres and score the winning try.
First man straight in from
But
the
all
side.
possession at the moment is with Northland. Some fresh legs on the field as well. Berich is there. Ben Berich. This is Wright, the helicopter pilot. Pryor is there. He's always there. Now they get it to Ranger. Ranger showing a footwork and some strength. One to beat. Brown on the outside, reaching out and scoring. That's marvellous. That's just absolutely brilliant from Rene Ranger.
Well, he's the difference at the moment, Willie. Rene Ranger. And so he should be. Player of wonderful talent. And he had a few choice words to say to his teammates at half-time. And he's led by example, though, Willie. So he's come out and he's not only talked the talk, but he's walking the walk as Rene Ranger.
A lot of effort from Rene to get this done. It's his footwork, his strength and his power. It's 3 defenders and 12 metres for Rene Ranger. A brilliant individual try from the former All Black.
And we mentioned that in the build-up, didn't we? No, at half-time, rather. In big games, you need to go to your big players. In Northland, they've had the perfect start.
Well, the other thing, Willie, sorry to interrupt, but how good is it to see Rene here in the Northland jersey?
The fresh legs that have come on. Can Northland get possession again? Knocked forward there by Pryor. So Thames Valley finally will get some possession.
Yeah, they haven't had it for a while, Willie. So this will be a pleasant change for them. Get some ball in hand, get a little bit creative again. Saw them score a wonderful opening try.
Crouch.
Great point you make as well, Ken, having Rene Ranger here. Imagine the young kids that he's played with, alongside and against. The thrill that they'll be getting. Play on, says the referee, but that man was offside.
Kicking out.
Hill. Now they push it to Tanana. Roberts-Tanana, what a step. First step, then the second. And the ball just going forward there, so maybe just a little bit of an experience with regards to what needs to be done at that time.
He made the first, beat the first defender, Willie. All but drawing the last. Looking to keep the play going, keep the ball alive was
Crouch.
Nana.
Touch.
Quality footballer.
Pause. Engage.
Try that he scored earlier today. That was out of the top draw. Showed some real skills with pace as well to finish it. Speaking of pace, this man with ball in hand has got plenty of it. Has done. Northland into the centre field. They need some support. You can see what they're trying to do there, Thames Valley, and stacking it.
Must release.
Well, not being able to release, and so this is done. Warren Dunn, man they call Wazza. Fresh legs, and he pops it up to Pryor. Pryor now, one to beat. The feed inside, Dunn is there again. And just lost forward. They're looking better in the second half, Northland.
Yeah, they are, but I've been impressed all day, Willie, with how the Swamp Foxes have scrambled in defence. And again, here's the big break from Pryor. It looked like he was gone for all money. Tanana stayed with him. They had good support here. Did Northland, but they're not able to control it at the death.
Well, an impact from the bench as well. We've now got Lansdowne on, Dunn. And Berich is there as well. Thames Valley through Brown. It's a foot race. Brown on Berich. Knows he hasn't got the pace. Slows up. And look at defenders coming back as well. This is a brilliant breakout by Sarank. Karen Sarank, the ball inside, and Blake Hill's going to score. What a try.
Oh, that is sensational. He's still got the energy after the try. Blake Hill, the conversion, no good. They're in a hurry. Sorry, Ken.
A very big effort as well from young Roberts-Tanana in defence down the other end of the field. He chased down 2 players. And for the moment the ball was turned over, they had to have a crack for the try, Thames Valley. And they've gone a long, long way to set up what could be a champagne finish.
And stand by. This is the all-important kickoff. This needs to be on the money. Caleb Brown, wow, he's gone so quick and flat as well. No way the Chasers had a chance to get up and compete. And so more possession for Northland. Northland aren't done yet. This is Berich. Ben Berich. Possible turnover here for Thames Valley. Yes, there is. Great work from Nick Richards. And Richards taps and goes. Here we go. Lurich.
Oh, forward pass first. Forward pass first, Willie.
Forward. This will be the last one.
And this will be...
A minute to go.
Heard the referee make the statement. This will be the last one. So,
guys.
Last set piece of the match.
Don't expect anything fancy from Northland.
Crouch.
Desperate to qualify for the Nationals down in Queenstown in January.
Engage.
Great scrum by Thames Valley.
Far too early, guys. Far too early.
Well, disappointment for Thames Valley. Jubilation for Northland, because with that kick going out, they have just confirmed their spot for the National Sevens in Queenstown in January 2013. Northland, too good for Thames Valley, winning 15 points to 10.
Oh, too good, Willie, but only just. The Swamp Foxes made a race of it. As they have done, they've been into everything all day. Just couldn't quite get there. As you say, Northland, we'll see them in Queenstown in January.
Brilliant response. Big players, big moments. Rene Ranger was certainly the man that stepped up in that second half. And Northland just playing the better sevens by controlling possession and territory.